Welcome. You are listening to Layer Plant Bulbs in Fall for Waves of Spring Blooms, presented by Heather Kolich, County Extension Director and Agriculture and Natural Resources Agent for the University of Georgia Cooperative Extension in Forsyth County. Dark mornings and cold night temperatures let us know that winter is on the way. It may seem paradoxical, but October to December is the time to plant bulbs that flower in the spring. That's because most types of spring flowering bulbs need 3 to 4 months of cold to stimulate those cheerful flowers to bloom. Bulbs tolerate a range of soil conditions, and most flower best in part shade to full sun exposure. Spring flowers brighten up the regular full sun focal spots like flower beds, dooryards, and that area around the mailbox. But very early blooming spring bulbs can add pops of colorful beauty to wooded spaces as well, because they emerge and flower when deciduous trees are still dormant and leafless. The term bulb includes true bulbs as well as perennial producers such as corms, tubers, tuberous roots, and rhizomes. Spring flowering bulbs bloom in a wide variety of colors, shapes, and heights across the spring season. Bulbs are planted at different depths depending on the size and type. By layering bulbs vertically in the planting, we can get weeks of changing colors and blooms, even in small gardens and planters. To create a layered bulb garden, sometimes called a lasagna garden, select a variety of small and large bulbs, early, mid, and late season bloomers, tall and short growers, and complementary or contrasting colors. I'll give some suggestions shortly. Dig the planting area down to 6 inches or the planting depth for the deepest bulbs as indicated on the package label. Place the deep bulbs in the desired arrangement, keeping root ends pointed down and shorter bloomers forward of tall bloomers. Cover the area with 1 to 2 inches of soil, pressing it down lightly, then arrange the mid-depth bulbs on top of that soil. Cover them with 1 to 2 inches of soil, press it lightly, and place the shallow layer bulbs. Add a final 2 inches of soil and place rhizomes just below the soil surface. Press the final soil layer firmly and water thoroughly. Top the entire planting with 2 to 4 inches of mulch to prevent soil erosion and weeds during the chilling season. Here are some suggestions for selecting spring flowering bulbs for a layered bulb garden in Georgia. Options for the deep layer with a 5 to 6 inch planting depth include Crown Imperial, a mid-season bloomer with clusters of yellow, orange, red, or burgundy flowers rising on 3-foot stalks. Daffodils, early to late season flowers that grow up to 2 feet tall and are available in colors and flower forms that go beyond the traditional yellow cup and saucer shape. Tulips, late season bloomers in many colors, forms, and heights. For the middle layer, at 3 to 4 inches deep, consider grape hyacinth, an early season bloomer with 5-inch high racemes of purple or white flowers. Siberian squill, with early blooms of nodding blue or white flowers on 4-inch stems. Hyacinth, mid-season racemes in various colors on 10-inch high stalks. Spring starflower, star-shaped white, blue, purple, or pink 6-inch tall flowers that bloom in mid-spring. Spanish bluebell, for late 8-inch tall spikes of petite blue flowers. The shallow layer can include small bulbs and rhizomes planted 1 to 2 inches deep, such as crocus, ground-hugging, very early spring flowers in purple, yellow, and white. Winter aconite. These low, open yellow flowers are among the first to appear in spring. Bulbous iris. These very early blooming irises produce delicate 5 to 6 inch tall, violet to purple flowers with white and yellow markings. Anemone or Greek windflower. 6-inch tall early spring daisy-like flowers in blue, red, white, and pink. Glory of the snow, charming early spring petite blue or white flower clusters rising 5 inches high. Snowdrops, tiny nodding white flowers on 6-inch stems emerge in early spring. Lily of the valley, late spring, shade tolerant, 8-inch tall racemes of white bell shaped flowers emerge from rhizomes planted just below the soil surface. Bearded iris, Rhizomatous iris produces large, late spring flowers in various colors on stalks up to 3 feet tall. Plant rhizomes at or just below soil surface. Many of these recommended bulbs will naturalize or spread over time. Tulips and tall hyacinth, however, tend to decline and may fail to bloom after a year or two. Lovely as they are, it might be better to feature tulips and tall hyacinth in annual plantings rather than including them in a layered garden. If you have existing plantings of spring flowering bulbs that have become overcrowded, fall is the time to gently dig them up and divide them for sharing or replanting elsewhere. For more information, please refer to University of Georgia Extension Bulletin 918, Flowering Bulbs for Georgia Gardens. Thank you for listening.